You know that irresistible golden chocolate, the Ferrero Rocher. But do you know its incredible story? From a small Italian bakery to a multi-billion-dollar empire. The journey of Ferrero Rocher is one of vision, innovation, and a very closely guarded secret recipe. Today we'll discover how a local Italian delight became a global phenomenon, how hazelnuts sparked a revolution, and why this chocolate is dubbed the king that literally transformed an entire town. Before we begin, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Infinite Lux. It all began with Michele Ferrero's humble beginnings in April 26, 1925, in the picturesque region of Piedmont, Italy. He was raised in the charming town of Alba, nestled between Turin and Genoa, surrounded by exquisite vineyards, Roman ruins, and 12th century architectural gems. It was here that his father, Pietro, started a small bakery, fueled by grand dreams of confectionery perfection. Pietro was obsessed with striking that perfect balance between cocoa and locally sourced hazelnuts from the area. Pietro's dream of finding the perfect chocolate hazelnut balance resulted in gianduja, a dense, velvety chocolate paste that made Piedmont famous for its chocolate. He marketed this decadent gianduja spread as pasta gianduja, which became a national hit, packaged in mini aluminum loaves to slice. In 1946, Pietro and brother Giovanni established Ferrero Company, growing their pastry business into a larger chocolate operation. Surprisingly, Pietro's biggest success wasn't the bakery, it was the 1925 birth of his son Michele. Young Michele spent his childhood in the quiet rural town of Alba, learning the family trade by shadowing his beloved father. But fate dealt him a cruel hand. His father tragically passed away on March 2, 1949, at just 51 years old. Michele and his uncle suddenly found themselves captaining a rapidly growing ship until Giovanni too departed just years later. At this pivotal moment, young Michele Ferrero took the reins of the family business, and he had an audacious vision that would shake up the chocolate world. During World War II, when chocolate imports were extremely limited, Pietro had gotten resourceful by using hazelnuts as a practical, affordable substitute. This necessity bred innovation. Michele saw an opportunity to create something new. Shifting away from traditional chocolate bars and fillings, in 1949 he conjured up the brilliant idea of a chocolate spread. Super Crema was born, and it was an instant hit. Chocolate was no longer a luxury, but an everyday essential nestled in jars right alongside other bread spreads. To promote this game-changing product, the marketing mastermind commissioned a truck vibrantly painted in the company's colors to tour Italy, handing out free chocolate to delighted children. Michele understood what his competitors didn't. Strategic advertising could create massive demand. Within a decade, on the back of Super Crema's success, Ferrero had rapidly expanded to 3 additional factories, 2 of them in Germany, where they repurposed old missile factories for candy production. It was like turning swords into plowshares. In 1964, in a bold masterstroke, Michele rebranded his wildly popular Super Crema as Nutella, merging the English word nut with the playful Italian suffix of names like mozzarella and portobello. This was more than just a rebrand. Like his father, Michele was maniacally dedicated to finding the perfect balance of ingredients. What resulted was an all-new top-secret recipe for Nutella, distinct from the original Super Crema. It's so closely guarded, not even media is allowed tours of the factories. Promoted widely with clever marketing, Nutella quickly became a favorite among European kids. And in 1983, when Michele finally brought it to American shores, it exploded into a global phenomenon. The pioneer had no plans to rest on his chocolate laurels. In 1968, he crafted another masterpiece marketed exclusively for kids, Kinder, meaning children, in German. With Ferrero's operations already in Germany, Michele was confident he could tap into local tastes. Sure enough, Kinder's distinctive milk chocolate, sugar, and cocoa blend was a smash hit. It went on to spawn numerous products like the iconic Kinder Surprise eggs containing little toys. Through it all, Michele's genius laid not just in his creations, but his marketing savvy. He differentiated Ferrero into distinct brands: Ferrero Rocher for elegance and indulgence, Kinder for kids, and Nutella as the versatile everyday staple. The Ferrero Rocher itself launched in 1979 in Italy and in other parts of Europe in 1982. Its very name was divinely inspired by Michele's pilgrimage to the grotto in Lourdes, France, where the Virgin Mary was said to appear. The chocolate itself is sheer genius. An intricately layered construction of a whole crunchy hazelnut smothered in Nutella, encased in a crispy wafer shell, drizzled with chocolate and finished with roasted hazelnuts. Each Rocher is individually wrapped in shimmering golden foil, nestled in a branded paper cup. Luxurious packaging imbuing a sense of opulence. So iconic that displays use clear plastic to spotlight the signature golden orbs. Brilliant marketing. Thanks to this ingenious combination of taste and aesthetics, Ferrero Rocher have become celebratory staples across the globe. Over half their annual sales happen during the year-end festive season leading up to Christmas and New Year's Eve. Michele's insatiable ambition extended to aggressively globalizing Ferrero's sales and production across the planet. He diversified where raw ingredients were sourced, building an empire of 8 factories spanning 5 continents supplemented by scores of sales offices. He fiercely protected the pristine, premium image of the Ferrero house of brands by limiting corporate sponsorships and maintaining political neutrality. Michele fostered deep community connections through social initiatives and employee benefits so generous there has never been a single worker strike at Ferrero factories. In the years after unveiling the Ferrero Rocher, Michele inaugurated the Ferrero Foundation back in his beloved Alba hometown. This state-of-the-art multifunctional complex features a kindergarten, school, fitness facilities, even a bar and healthcare center, all exclusively for employees with over 25 years of service. The reins of the Ferrero dynasty remain firmly in the family. After Michele's passing in February 14, 2015, his sons Giovanni and Pietro, named after the company's original founders, assumed leadership. Under their stewardship, the Ferrero Group reached stratospheric heights, generating over $11 billion in annual revenue by 2019. Just a year prior, in 2018, they purchased $2.8 billion worth of businesses from their arch rival, Nestle. Ferrero is the world's single largest consumer of hazelnuts, 25% of the entire global supply. Perhaps no place has been more transformed by the Ferrero legacy than the humble town of Alba where it all began. What was once a sleepy agricultural community now hosts 1/5 of its population as Ferrero employees. And the company's global headquarters overseeing this confectionery empire is a short distance away in Turin, but a statue in Alba immortalizes his legacy as the undisputed monarch of chocolate. When this confectionery visionary passed away in 2015 at the age of 89, he was Italy's richest man with an incredible net worth of $20.55 billion, all from a small bakery. From its century-old secret recipe to its masterful marketing and iconic packaging, the Ferrero Rocher is truly an empire built by creative vision, bold innovation, and an eternal love affair with hazelnuts. What did you think of the amazing Ferrero Rocher story? Let me know in the comments below. Smash that like button if you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel Infinite Lux.